Okay, hello people, this is IronManFan147 and I just got a request literally 6 minutes ago about how to do this thing with Blender. I put up a tutorial on the, what was it, I think it was an enemy, yeah, enemy in Blender most likely, but, okay, so what he wanted to know is instead of what I had, is where the other cube touches you, you kind of restart the game. But instead, he wanted to know how to make a real, like, have a health bar and all this stuff. So I think I'm just gonna do that. Um, so pretty much, this is what I had, except for the shooting. I don't know if I had shooting in or not. I can't remember. Yeah, I must have. But this is nothing. He touches me. I do absolutely nothing because I just made this in a couple minutes. Just a little run around. I walk or run faster than it does, so I can demonstrate the every single time he touches you, about every 5 seconds, or 2 seconds I really should say, he will hurt your health and your health will go down, your HP will drop. And when it hits 0, it will end the game. I learned these from a couple different tutorials, so I've gotten good at this. So what you're going to do is up here where it should say scene, unless you named it like level or something, but I'm not going to. That's just the default, it's called scene. You're going to go over here and there should say a browsing existing thing or whatever. I'm going to add a new one, just an empty scene, and click on scene and name it HUD, which is just HUD, that stands for heads up display. Go to top view, hit C if you're not already centered with this. You're going to hit add, or space add mesh plane, bring that down real small, and bring it out like that. And depending on which way you want your health bar, I'm just going to put it on the top part of my screen, so I'm going to add a camera. I'm going to bring it up a little bit. Oops. Add a camera. I'm going to bring it up. Bring the camera down. And I'm going to kind of make this health bar kind of smaller. And I'm going to give it a blue texture. And I'm going to go into tab. And I'm going to click it. Hold control just bring it so the active point, which should have been the center of the model, is now at the side of the model. So see a little purple dot, make sure that's at the, I'm surprised I got that well on the first try. Okay, we'll just make it so it's like on the edge of your model. And then you're gonna hit tab again, go into object mode, and just bring it all the way over to the very center. I guess it doesn't really matter on perfection right now, but alright, so you're gonna go to frame 100. You're gonna hit I scale, and then you're gonna go to frame 1. You're gonna hit S and then X, so that's going to scale down the X-axis and bring it closer to that point until you cannot see anything. So just keep on doing this a couple times just to make sure. You should have just this little slit. You're going to hit I scale. So now if I hit Alt A when I'm on frame 1, I should go out like this. Okay, so this is a good thing. That's what you want. I'm going to go into the logic tab, add a property, name it HP. That stands for hit points. I didn't know what that meant. And I was looking up how to make a health bar, and instead it came up as HP. I'm like, oh, I do not know what it means, so I guess I'll just click on it, and it turned out to be what I wanted. So I'll change float to integer, which is int, and this thing should say 0 over here. Change that to 100. I'm going to go into the editing tab, which is also F9, and where it says OB plane dot 001, you're going to click that, and you're just going to change that to HP or HP bar, but I'm just going to name it HP. So when you go back into the logic tab, it should say HP under sensors, controllers, and actuators. Okay, so you're going to hit add and add, change. Oh no, leave always as always. Connect all of these. Leave and as and for the controllers. Then you're going to change motion to IPO and change play to property. And where it says prop colon, you're going to put in HP because that's the name of your property over here. And then you're going to add and add again. And now you're going to hit change always to collision. And this is where I gotta go back to my scene because I didn't add this. I didn't give this cube a property, so I'm gonna name the enemy and mine's name. I'm gonna name my guy player. Just those are in the properties only. You can name their actual cubes, but you don't have to. So I'm gonna go back to HUD, my scene HUD, and then you're gonna change this property to enemy. I'm gonna connect all these, and you're gonna change motion to property, wherever that is. Yeah, property. You hit add property HP, and for the value you're gonna hit -10 or -1 depending on how much health you want your character to have. But I want him to get hit 10 times, then he'll die. If you want him to get 100 times, then he'll die. Or if you want him to get 4 times when he dies, then I guess you can change that around to 25, 10, or 5, or 2. I found those are the easiest, or 1. And then you're just going to minimize that. So I'll hit the little D over here where it says property name HP, and then it should say 100. If it doesn't, change that to that. And then I'm going to hit D. I'm going to go up here and, well, change this just to solid mode instead of textured or shaded. Change it just to normal solid. Hit P, and you should see it as 100 up in your top left hand corner. I'm just going to do a little test here and changing my collision to a spacebar. So every time I hit space it should go down 10. But yet it keeps on going down, so I'm just going to change that back to the way it was, which is collision and property enemy. Then I'm going to hit add, and add again, and I'm going to connect those. And now I'm going to hit change always to property HP equal to value 0, which is 10 hits. Then you're going to change the property over here, so change motion to property, or no, change it to game, and then change start new game to restart this game. So now I should be able to go back to scene. I will click on this camera, the camera that's I should be looking through. If you're not and you see something like this, just hit 0, enter, and then this camera, make sure it's highlighted, and hit add, and add. Keep always the same, and you're going to change motion to what is it, scene. You're going to change to scene and then add overlay scene. You're going to put in scene. That's why we named it HUD. And then you just write in HUD, and it should come up with that. So every time I get... Alright. Oh, here's my problem. I am sorry. HUD needs to be a message. Instead of collision, put it as a message and put in hit. HIT. And then I'll go back to scene and click on my cube, and then I'll hit add, and add, change always to collision and property enemy. So now put that all in there, connect them all, and change motion to message, and the subject write in hit, HIT. I'll connect all those. Now I should be able to hit P to play, and I should be able to, every time I hit them, my thing goes down 90. But if you notice, if I just keep on running into them and I don't back away, it stays at whatever I was at before until I go back and hit them again. The way you can fix this is if I hit collision, I can hit this little thing down here that says pulse mode. There's these 3 little dots. Activate true level triggering pulse mode. Click that and change 0 to like 10. So now I'll go up to him, and it should go down really, really fast. And when it hits 0, it just restarts. Wait, it didn't restart, it quit. Why did it quit? Well, I guess you could do that too if you want to quit the game. For some reason, it did not restart, it quit. But there you go, that's pretty much how you do it. If you liked it, rate, comment, subscribe, I guess. Not to push you into that, but anyways, I hope you liked it. So there you go.